Here are some random facts to expand your useless knowledge database. You may have heard of a little internet outfit called Google. They're kind of a big deal, but what you probably don't know is that in 1999, when Google was still little more than a search engine, the founders offered to sell the company for $1 million to another company called Excite. The geniuses at Excite saw the opportunity, considered the potential, and promptly turned it down. Good thinking there, guys. There is a swirl of garbage in the Pacific Ocean, roughly the size of Texas. It's known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. While it's often described as an island of garbage, the GPGP is more accurately seen as something like garbage soup, a massive portion of the ocean with a high concentration of plastics, sludge, and other debris. It's certainly foul. There are a number of wildly innovative proposals to clean up the patch. Here's hoping they take the trash out of the ocean anyway. One form of prehistoric surgery used ants to sew up wounds. Primarily practiced in the Americas, people would hold an ant above an open wound and wait for it to bite the skin with its pincers. Once bitten, the head would be removed so that the pincers would stay in place as a stitch. I find this extremely disturbing. I am not a fan of ants, especially as stitches. How weird. Once a year, in the Honduran city of Yoro, it rains fish. It's aptly named the Lluvia de Peces, or rain of fish. In May or June every year, like clockwork, a torrential rainstorm rolls through town. In its wake, a mass of living fish can be found in the streets. The phenomenon was confirmed by a National Geographic team in the 1970s, but whether or not the fish are literally raining from the sky is still unknown. Some scientists believe the fish could be carried into town by waterspouts or water tornadoes, which drop their strange parcels over land when they run out of steam. The good news is that the fish are edible. The bad news is that they're alive when they land, and flopping around on the ground. So you either catch them as they fall, or you wait until they die. Whatever the explanation, we hope the residents of Yoro like seafood. This is one of the most amazing facts in the history of the United States, and I'm not even joking. President John Quincy Adams approved a plan to send 100 men to the Arctic so they could burrow to the center of the earth and meet the secret civilization of people who, allegedly, lived inside. Did we mention this plan also involved sleighs to be pulled by reindeer? It was proposed by an Army officer named John Clevey Sims Jr., who was convinced the Earth was hollow and wanted to establish trade with the races who inevitably resided inside its core. Quincy approved the plan, but Andrew Jackson assumed office before it took action. Not unreasonably, Jackson vetoed the state-funded journey to the center of the Earth. John Clevey Sims Jr. is still a hero to some in the Hollow Earth community as well as the residents of Section 55 of his hometown of Cincinnati, Ohio. It's easy to mock the idea of a hollow Earth, but the truth is there have been some pretty respected individuals who believed it. Thanks for watching. Comment below if you learned something.